गम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन धौता गिरपुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ओम नमः पाणिनिकात्यायन पतंजलिभ्यः शब्दविद्या संप्रदाय प्रवर्तकेभ्यो मुनिभ्यो महद्भ्यो गुरुभ्यः। In this lesson we will continue the ekasesha prakaranam. Ekasesha ekavibhakta iti sarveshu sutreshu anuvartate. That ekasesha ekavibhaktau will continue in all these sutras. That means in a samasa only one remains, the other is dropped. That is the meaning of it. Ekavibhaktau samana vibhaktau ekaha eva sishyate anyat nivartate. Ruddho yuna tallakshanaschedeva visheshaha. That sutram in the earlier case we have dealt with. Now we will deal with the next sutram. Stri pumvaccha. Vruddho yuna tallakshanaschedeva visheshaha ekasesha ekavibhaktau. That will continue. In the earlier sutra we told the Gotrapatya Pratyayanta Shabdaha in a dynasty, in a clan, when that is combined with Yuvapatya Pratyaya Shabdaha in the same clan, then the Gotrapatya Pratyayanta Shabdaha that will remain. The other thing will revert back. It will be dropped. Here, Stri Pumvaccha. That means Stri is the Visheshanam of Vruddha. Gotrapatya Prachaya Shabdaha yadi Strilinga Shabdaha bhavati. Because in Apachyani, in the children, the offspring, there may be females also. Earlier we have dealt with males. Now we are dealing with females. Gotrapatya pratyayanta shabdaha strilinga asti chet. If that is mentioned in the samasa along with yuvapatya pratyayanta shabdaha, earlier we told the male will subsist and the other will return, will revert back. Here, Stri Prachayaha, Stri Shabdaha, Gotrapatya Prachayanta Stri Shabdaha, Yatha Purvam Pum Shabdaha Shishyate, Tathaiva Stri Shabdaha Atra Shishyate. Earlier we have not dealt with Stri Shabdaha. That is why in a subsequent sutra is dealing with Stri Shabdaha. Otherwise the other meanings are the same thing as in the previous sutra. That means the first word in the samasa should be Gotrapatya Prachayantaha Kintu Stri Shabdaha. And the second word should be Yuvapatya Pratyayanta Shabdaha. When they are combined in a single samasa, in the same vibhakti, these three shabdaha will remain and the other shabdaha will be dropped. So that is the meaning. We will take an example. Gargi, Gargavamshiya Stri, Gotrapatya Pratyayanta Shabdaha, Strilinga Shabdaha. Gargi, when this combines with Gargyayanaha, Gargyayana is the Yuvapatya Pratyayanta Shabda in the same clan. So, when Gargi is combined with Gargyayana, Gargi will remain, the other thing will get be reverted back, dropped. Gargicha, Gargyayanascha. Dvandva Samasaha. Shabdadvayasya Dvandva Samasaha. Then this will be, Gargi will remain, Gargyayana will be disappearing. So Gargi is a Stri Shabda. So Gargi plus Dvivachanam, because there are two words, the Dvandva Samasa. Au is the Pratyaya for the Dvivachanam. So Gargi plus Au, Gargyau will become. And then, similarly, another example. Vatsicha, Vatsyayanascha. Vatsi is the Stri Vruddha Gotrapatya Pratyayanta Shabda. It is combining in a Dvandva Samasa with Vatsyayanaha Yuvapatya Pratyayanta Shabda in the same clan. So this will be Vatsi Shabda will remain, Vatsyayanaha will be reverted back. So Vatsyau, Vatsi plus Au, Dvivachanam, Vatsyau. Third example is Dakshicha, Dakshayanascha. Dakshi is a Stri Vruddha Shabda. Etad atra, because of another rule, Dakshi ichatra Stri Pratyayasya Luk Bhavati. Dakshi is Ikara is the Stri Pratyaya here. That will be dropped. So Dakshicha, Dakshayanascha iti Dakshi Bhavati. Stri Pratyayasya Luk Bhavati. Tarhi Dakshi Shabda. Dakshi plus Au. Dakshi. So these two sutras, Vruddho Yuna Tallakshanaschedeva Visheshaha Puman Striya, they refer to the same kind of words, same kind of samasa. They are also Ekasheshaha. In the earlier sutra, Vruddha Sanyakaha Puman Shabdaha was remaining, here Stri. Then we will go to the next sutra. Puman Striya Ekasheshaha Ekavibhaktau Tallakshanaschedeva Visheshaha. All these things will be continued. Anurti. Puman Striya. Striya is Trutiyantma of Stri. That means Striya Saha. Stri Shabdena Saha. Puman. Pumlinga Shabdaha. Puman is male. Stri female. Striya Saha Vachane, in a samasa, Striya Saha Vachane, Puman Sishyate. Stri Nivartate. When you make a samasa with a Pumlinga Shabda, with another Strilinga Shabda, in the same category, that is Tallakshanaschedeva Visheshaha. Atra, the difference between the Pum Shabdaha and Stri Shabdaha should be related to only that Pumstvam and Stritvam, and no other difference should be there. That is the conditionality here. So, in a single samasa, Dvandva Samasa, Puman Sishyate, Stri Nivartate. The Stri Shabda will be dropped. That means, to repeat it, a word denoting male combined in Dvandva Samasa with a word denoting female. In that Samasa, male subsists and female is reversed, provided the distinction between male and female in respect of gender only and in respect of any other characteristics. So we will take one example. Brahmana is a Pum Shabda, Puman. In the Brahmana Jati, female word will be Brahmani. So Brahmanascha, Brahmanicha, which is Dvandva Samase, because Brahmana is Puman, Brahmani is Stri, so Pum Shabdaha is retained and Stri Shabdaha has been dropped. So Brahmana Shabda only will remain. Brahmana plus Dvivachana Prachayaha Au. Brahmanau. Brahmanau means, doesn't mean two Brahmins, two male Brahmins. One male Brahmin and the female Brahmin. This is Ekasesha. Similarly, Kukkutascha, Kukkuticha. Kukkuta is cock. That is male. In the hen clan, what do we say? In the hen jati, Kukkutaha means cock. Kukkuti means hen. Hen is feminine and cock is masculine. So Kukkutascha, Kukkuticha. If you combine them in a Dvandva Samasa, Kukkuta will remain, Kukkuti will be dropped. So Kukkuta plus Au, Dvandva Samasa. Dvivachanam, Kukkutau. So Kukkutau means, doesn't mean not only, sometimes it may mean, depending upon the context, if Ekaseshatvam is not there, Kukkutau means two male cocks. Here it is Ekasesha Samasa. Kukkutascha, Kukkuticha. Tallakshanaschedeva Visheshaha. Iti, that is there. That conditionality is there. Earlier in the examples, Brahmana and Brahmani, same jati. The only difference is gender. Here also Kukkuta, Kukkuti, same jati. The only difference is gender. So the only difference should be that gender difference only and not any other difference. Suppose if there is another kind of difference along with gender difference, what will happen? Ekaseshatvam is not there. So both the words remain. We will take one example. Kukkutascha, Mayuricha. Kukkuta is cock. Mayuri, peacock. He peacock. We have to add he. He peacock. No, not he peacock. Kukkuta he peacock. Mayuri is she peacock. Sorry. Mayuri is she peacock. Kukkuta is cock. So when you combine Kukkuta and Mayuri, because Kukkuta and Mayuri, they belong to different jatis. That is Kukkuta jati, this is Mayura jati. Even though both are birds, within the birds, they belong to different. So another difference is there. Not only gender difference is there, another difference also is existing. That is why here Ekaseshatvam, one word remaining, the other getting dropped is not there. So both remain as they are. So Kukkutascha, Mayuricha. Because Mayuri, when you combine this, we have to adopt the Vibhakti Prachaya on Mayuri. So what will happen? Kukkuta Mayuriyau. Kukkuta Mayuriyau means Kukkutaha plus Mayuri. In case of a different type of distinction, another example we will take. Indrascha, Indranicha. Indraha, Swargadi Devata, Swargadhipatihi. Indranicha. Indrani is supposed to be the wife of Indra. Not only female, but the wife of Indra. Indrasya Patni Indrani. In female Prachaya Prakaran, we will take up how this Indrani Shabda has been formed. So Indrasya Indranicha. Here, Indra will not remain only. but Indrani Shabda also will be taken in the Samasa. Why? Indra is Puma. Indrani is Stri. Not only the difference is there about gender, the difference is there that she is the wife of Indra. Earlier in the example, Brahmanascha Brahmanicha, Brahmani is not the wife of Brahmin. Brahmani is a female in Brahmana Jati. So that difference is there here. So Indrascha Indranicha, not only gender difference is there, but Indra's wife, that meaning is there. So because that distinction is not only about gender, but also regarding another factor. So this both the words will remain. So what will happen? Indra, Indranyau. The Vibhakti Pratyaya, Dvandva Samasa, Dvivachana Pratyaya, Au will be on Indrani, because that is second word. Indrascha, Indranicha, Indrendriya, Indrendranyau. Indra, Indranyau. We have to add them with Gunasandhi. Indrendranyau. Another counter example we will take. We said Puman Shabdaha, Pumsi Shabdaha Pumsi Striyasaha Vachane Pum Shabdaha Eva Sishyate. Here we will take another example. Prakcha Prachicha. Both of the words are emanating from Pranchi Shabda. Pranchi Shabda denotes eastern direction. But here Prak is the word in Avyaya Prakarana. Prachi is Strilinga Shabdaha. Prak is Avyaya. So when you say Prakcha Prachicha, when you combine them in a Dvandva Samasa, because Prak is an Avyaya, it has got no gender.
No jati.
So Prak and Prachi, both of them will remain. Even though both the words are emanating from Pranchi Shabda, they have got common origin. But this difference is there. That Prak is Avyaya, it is not Puman. So Puman Striya is told in the Sutra. So that conditionality is not there here. So we have to take both the words. Prak Prachyau. Au, the Dvivachana Prachya will be on Prachi. Prak Prachyau. We will take the next sutra. Bhratru Putrau Swasru Duhitrubhyam.
One more line.
Oh, sorry. You should have told earlier. Now it's all right. Bhratru Putrau Swasru Duhitrubhyam. Bhratru means brother. Putra means son. Swasru means sister. Duhitru means
Granddaughter.
no, daughter.
Daughter.
Only daughter. Huh? Granddaughter will be Pautri or Dauhitri. Son's daughter means Pautri. Daughter's daughter means Dauhitri. So here Bhratru Shabdaha, Swasru Shabdaha. You combine them. Yatha Sankhyam. Bhratru Shabdaha, Swasru Shabdaha. Putra Shabdaha, Duhitru Shabdaha. So what is the meaning of this sutra? Bhratru Shabdaha Swasru Shabdena Saha Vachane. Bhratru Shabdaha Swasra Saha Vachane. Bhratru Shabdaha eva Sishyate. Natu Swasru Shabdaha. So what is the samasa? Bhratacha Swasacha. Bhratru Shabdaha Prathama Vibhakti Bhrata. Swasru Shabdaha swasa. Bhrata cha swasa cha, only bhratru shabda will remain. So bhrata, in the vigraha vakya we have taken prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. In the samasa, that vibhakti pratyaya will be dropped. So bhrata, we will take only pratipadikam. So bhratru. Bhrata cha swasa cha, bhratru plus au, dvivachanam.
Bhratrau.
Bhratru plus au, what it will become? Bhratarau. We will be dealing with them with the rukaranta shabda. Bhrata, bhratarau, bhrataraha. These are the vibhakti rupani in prathama vibhakti. Bhrata, bhratarau, bhrataraha. Pita, pitarau, pitaraha. Mata, matarau, mataraha. Evam. So also, putra shabdaha duhitru vachanena saha. Putra shabdaha duhitru vachanena saha ekaseshaha bhavati. Ekaseshaha means only one will remain. Where is it that putra shabda will remain? Because putra shabdaha, we have taken it in the prathama vibhakti. Duhitru shabdena saha, we have taken it in tritiya. So putra shabda only will remain. So putrascha duhitacha samasaha. Putra plus au, putrau. Incidentally, I may also mention here, bhratarau means bhratacha swasacha. When you adopt ekaseshatvam, suppose you don't adopt this ekaseshatvam, two brothers, that can be sold. So also, putrascha duhitacha putrau. When you don't adopt ekaseshatvam, two sons. That also, it means that also. Anantaram, napumsakam anapumsakena ekavaccha asya anyatarasyam. I have divided the sandhi. Napumsakam anapumsakena. It's quite clear. Napumsaka shabdaha combined with anapumsaka shabdaha, napumsakam anapumsakena, along with anapumsakena, samaso bhavati. Napumsaka shabdaha eva sishyate, anapumsaka shabdaha nivartante. Another sentence also is there. Ekavaccha anyatarasyam. Anyatarasyam means optionally. Ekavaccha. Ekavaccha means ekatvam. Ekatvam will become, ekatvam is optional there. That means ekatvam can be there, bahutvam also will be there. That is ekavachana and bahuvachana. Both are allowed. Napumsaka shabdaha, anapumsaka shabdai saha vachane, samaso bhavati, napumsaka shabdaha eva sishyate, anapumsaka shabdaha nivartante, samasaha ekavachaneva bhavet, bahuvachaneva bhavet. We will take one example. Shukla means white color. Shuklaha kambalaha. Shukla shabda, when you take with kambala shabda, kambala is in masculine gender. So naturally this adjective also will be in masculine. Shuklaha kambalaha. Shukla bruhatika. Bruhatika shabdaha. Bruhatika means upper garment, uttariyam. Kambalaha means carpet like to cover the body in winter. Shuklaha kambalaha. Shukla bruhatika. Bruhatika is in feminine gender. So shukla shabda is feminine gender because it is adjective. Shukla bruhatika. Tritiya vakyam shuklam vastram. Vastram is in napumsakalinga. So shuklam is in napumsakalinga. So these Shuklaha, Shukla, Shuklam. These three words are combined in a samasa. As per this rule, napumsakam sishyate, anapumsaka shabdaha nivartante. Shukla shabdaha, Shuklaha, Shukla iti dvau shabdau ekam tu pullinge asti, dvitiyam tu strilinge asti. So, Shuklam is Napumsakalinga. Only Napumsakalinga will remain. Shuklam, Shuklaha, Shuklacha, Shuklam. Napumsakalinga will remain. So, it can be Ekavachanam or Bahuvachanam. Because three Shuklas are there. So, if it is Ekavachanam, Kim Bhavati? Shuklam Vastram. If it is Bahuvachanam, what will happen? What will happen? Shuklani. Apumsakalinga Shabdaha. Shuklam, Shukle, Shuklani. So, here the example is given like this. Shuklaha, Shuklacha, Shuklamcha. Tad idam Shuklam. Tad idam Shuklam iti, idam is additionally taken here. To denote that, idam is Napumsakalinga. So, Napumsakalinga only is remaining here. To denote that, tad idam Shuklam. Shuklani, there, Tani, Imani, Shuklani. Imani, Tani, they are taken to denote that it is Bahuvachanam. Then, we will take the conditionalities here. Anapumsakena ityuktam kila. That means only Napumsakalinga Shabdas are there. Napumsakalinga Shabda is not combined with Anapumsakalinga Shabda. So what will happen there? What will happen there? Anyatarasyam ekavachanam ityuktam kila. That will not happen. It will be compulsorily in plural number only. So, Shuklam cha, Shuklam cha, Shuklam cha, Shuklani. So, optionality of in Ekavachanam is not there because all the words are Napumsakalinga. We will go to the next sutra. Pita, Matra, Anyatarasyam Ekadesha Ekavibhaktau. That will be continuing, Anuvrutti. Here two words are there. Pita, Matra. Pita is in Prathama Vibhakti. Matra is in Tritiya Vibhakti. That means Pitru Shabdaha Matra Saha Vachane, Matru Shabdena Saha Vachane, Pitru Shabdaha Sishyate, Matru Shabdaha Nivartate. Anyatarasyam. That is more important here. That is optional. That means Pitru Shabdaha only can be there or Pitru Matru, both the words can be there. We will take example practically. Matacha, Pitacha. Matacha, Pitacha. Mother and father. Pitru Shabdaha eva Sishyate, Matru Shabdaha Nivartate. So, Pitru plus Au. What is the Rupam? Pitarau. Pita, Pitarau, Pitaraha. Vagardha viva sampruptau, Vagardha pratipattaye, Jagatah Pitarau vande, Parvati Parameshwarau. Kalidasa's first shloka. Which kavyam? Raghuvamshaka. Because Kalidasa is a Shiva Bhakta, is saluting Pitarau, Jagata Pitarau. That means he means Parvati and Parameshwara. Because the optionality is there, both the words can subsist. So, when the both words subsist, what will be samasa? Mata Pitarau. Matru Pitru plus Au. Mata Pitarau. Why not Pita Matarau? No, that is not allowed. In the Samasa Prakaranam, you will get all these things. When Matru Shabdaha, Pitru Shabdena combination is there, Matru Shabda, because of the superiority of Mata in our culture, Matru Shabdasyaiva Prathama Nipataha. We have to take.
Likewise in Telugu, Tallitandrulu, Talli comes first.
Telugu follows the Sanskrit culture only. Huh?
English father and mother.
English is a different culture. So, Mata Pitarau. Another sutra. Sveshuraha, Sveshura. 71st. Here also, Ekaseshaha Anyatarasya. Only one word will subsist. Which word will subsist? Sveshuraha is in Prathama Vibhakti. Sveshuraha means father-in-law.
Father-in-law.
That means Patniyaha Pita. Sveshruhu means mother-in-law. Father-in-law combined with mother-in-law, when it becomes a samasa, only father-in-law will remain. Mother-in-law will be taking the back seat. So, Sveshurascha, Sveshrucha. Sveshurascha, Sveshruscha. Sveshura iti Prathama Vibhakti of Sveshura Shabda. Sveshruhu iti Prathama Vibhakti of Sveshru Shabda. Sveshurascha, Sveshruscha. So when you make a samasa, Dvandva samasa, only Sveshura Shabdaha will remain. Sveshru Shabdaha will be reverting back. So Sveshura plus au, Sveshurau. Optionally it can be Anyatarasyam. Ekaseshatvam will be optional. So Ekaseshatvam is not there, both the words are retained. So Sveshru, Sveshurau. Here also Sveshru Shabdaha is first taken in the samasa. Why? Sveshru is more important than Sveshura. Because in our culture, mother is more important than father, and mother-in-law is more important than father-in-law. So, whichever is having more importance, that will be taken in the first word. It will be given priority. Sveshru, Sveshurau, athava Sveshurau. Another sutra, Tyadadini Sarvair Nityam. Tyadadini Sarvair Nityam. Tyadadini is one word, Sarvaihi is one word, Nityam. Why this Nityam Shabda is taken here? Because to avoid Anyatarasyam. In the earlier two rules, Anyatarasyam is following. So to stop that Anyatarasyam Vritti, he has taken Nityam. Tyadadini Sarvaihi Nityam Ekasesha Eka Vibhaktau. What is this Tyadadini? Earlier we have dealt with it. Sarvanama Shabdas, Sarvadiganaha. Right from Tyad Shabdaha to the end of it. Shad, Tad, Yad, Etad, Idam, Adasu, Eka, Dvi, Ichadi. These are the Tyadadi Shabdas emanating from the Sarvadigana, which are declared as Sarvanamas. Those words, Tyadadini Shabda Swarupani, those words in Tyadadi Gana, Sarvaihi, taking any other noun. First Shabda will be Tyadadi. Tyaddu, Taddu, Yaddu, Etad, Ichadi. The second Shabda can be anything else. Anything, a noun. Because nouns only will become a samasa. We don't take verbal forms in the samasa. So, Tyadadini Shabda Swarupani Sarvai Saha Vachane Nityam Sishyate. So, what is the example? सच देवदत्तश्च सह च देवदत्तः च सह इज प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचन रूपम ऑफ तद् शब्दः तद् शब्द इज देयर इन चदादीनि सो चदादीनि शब्द स्वरूपम इत् तद् शब्दः अत्र सच मीन्स प्रथमा विभक्ति देवदत्तश्च देवदत्त इज अनदर नाउन इट इज नॉट इन चदादि सो चदादीनि शब्द स्वरूपाणि अन्य शब्दैः सह अन्य नामवाचकैः सह उक्ते किं भवति चदादीनि नित्यं शिष्यन्ते तर्हि तद् शब्दः विल remain देवदत्त will disappear so तद् प्लस औ because with द्वन्द्व समास तद् प्लस औ तौ तत् शब्दस्य द्विवचन रूपं तौ सह तौ ते so सह च if you combine them visarga will disappear सच देवदत्तश्च तौ similarly another chadadi word we will take yad shabdah yascha devadattascha we are combining yad shabda with devadatta shabda so yad shabda will remain devadatta shabda will disappear so yad plus au yau here there is one vartika vartika enlightens us suppose chadadini shabda swarupani अन्यै सह नामवचनै सह चदादीनि शिष्यन्ते अन्ये शब्दाः निवर्तन्ते suppose the samasa takes place with chadadi among the chadadi shabdas only in chadadini we have got so many shabdas chad tad yad etat ityadi so one chadadi shabdah combined with another chadadi shabdah what will happen he says yadyat param tat tat sishyate which will remain which will revert back yadyat param that means in a vigraha vakya whatever you have told in the second place yadyat param tat tat sishyate whatever you have told as a second word that only will remain the first word will disappear one example tad shabda in the first word and yad shabda in the second word sacha yascha saha means tad shabdasya prathama saha plus cha sacha yascha so yad shabda only will remain so yau sacha yascha yau yascha kascha yaha plus kaha yad shabdah prathamam kim shabdah anantaram so yadyat param ichuktam kila param means next second kim shabdah eva will remain here so kim plus au kau yascha kascha kau bhavati then we will take the last sutra mentioned there gramya pashu sangheshu ataruneshu stri gramya pashu sangheshu ataruneshu stri ekashesha eka vibhaktau will be continuing here I have divided the sandhi gramya pasu sangheshu ataruneshu stri there are three words gramya pasu sanghaha sanghaha means samuhaha group pasu sanghaha pashunam sanghaha a group of animals gramya pashu gramya means brought up in the villages, domestic animals. Animals which are domestically reared. Those animal words, the animals domestically reared, in that samuha, ataruneshu, in that samuha, taruna pashu should not be there. Taruna means younger. Taruna pashu should not be there. In that case, gramya pashu sangheshu ataruneshu stri sishyate puman nivartate. It is only in the case of gramya. So why at all these rules are made? The bhasha is not dictated by grammar. Grammar is dictated by bhasha. So Panini and other grammarians also, they have observed the usage of the words, usage prevalent everywhere, and they have formulated, they have codified the rules pertaining to them for the sake of the future generations. So, Gramyanam Pashunam Sanghaha Gamya Pasu Sanghaha Eteshu Ataruneshu Sahavachane Stri Sishyate Puman Nivartate. That means earlier sutra Puman Sishyate Stri Nivartate Uchangila, that is the opposite of that. We will take one example. Suppose there is a group consisting of cows and oxen. Cow and ox, for both a single word is there. Go Shabdaha. Go Shabdaha, even though it is studied in Pullinga Shabdas, it is Ubhayalinga Shabda, practically. Go Shakatam, we say. What do you mean by Go Shakatam?
Yeddubandi.
Yeddubandi. That is a Shakatam driven by, carried by an ox. Generally, cows are not used for dragging shakatas. So, here, in the group of animals belonging to Go Jati, suppose females are there, that means cows are there, oxen also there, then cows only will remain. That means Gavaha Imaha. We have usually here plural number. That means we are not making a samasa for only one cow and one ox. Because Sangha we told, Gramya Pasu. Sangha means more than two. Only two cannot be called Sangha. Sangha means several. So, Gauscha. First Gau is cow. The second Gau is ox. So, Gavaha. Gauscha. Gavaha. Gavaha Imaha is the example given here. Why Imaha is given? The Bahuvachanam of Go Shabda in Pullinga, what will be there? Ime. Ayam, Imau, Ime. For future, for female gender, Iyam, Ime, Imaha. So here, Imaha Gavaha, we have used the sentence. Imaha is Anuprayogaha. It is to denote that we have taken the Strilinga Shabda only into account for making Ekaseshatvam. So also, Ajaha Imaha. Here also, Aja Shabdaha. Aja means Meka, male goat. He goat. Aja means she goat. Do you have separate words for he goat and she goat? I don't think we have got. We have got different words in our local languages, in our Indian languages. Okay. What do you say? Telugu also same. Adameka, Mugameka. So, Ajascha, Ajacha, Punar Ajascha, Ajacha, whatever you take. So here in this combination, in this Sangha, in this Samasa, we have got some male and some females also. Female only will remain Ajaha, Imaha. Again here also, Ajaha means for masculine gender Aja, Ajaha is Bahuvachanam. Ajaha, Ajau, Ajaha. For feminine gender Aja also, Ajaha is the form. Aja, Aje, Ajaha. So this Ajaha, it may lead to dilemma, whether it is Pumlinga
Or Strilinga.
Strilinga. That is why he has used Imaha. Imaha is in feminine gender. So here, Ajaha Imaha, in this Ekasesha Samasa, we have taken only female. Now we will take some other counter examples to demonstrate the truth of the rule. Gramya Pashu Sangheshu Ichuktam. That is, when you take the collection, when you take the group of domestic animals, reared, tendered in villages. So, non-domestic, that means forest animals.
Wild animals.
Wild animals. In the case of wild animals, this rule will not apply. Which rule will apply? Puman Striya. There, Puman Shabdaha eva Sishyate, Stri Shabdaha Nivartate. Udaharanam, Ruru. Ruru is a word denoting forest deer. Harinaha, Haranya Sambandhi Harinaha is called Ruruhu. Ruru. Repeat. Ruruhu. So, when you have got a group of forest deers, some male and some female, male only remains. So, Ruru, Ruruhu, Ruru, Ruravaha. Ruru Shabdasya Bahuvachanam. Ruru Shabda, masculine gender. So, Ruravaha Ime. Here also we have said Ime. Anuprayoga has been done here. Ime denotes that Pullinga Shabda is taken. Another counter example will be Gramya Pashu Sangheshu Ichuktam. Why he has taken Pashu word? Suppose Pashu word is not there, then it means any jati, Manushya jati also. So here he takes a counter example. Brahmanascha, Brahmanicha. In the group of Brahmins, they are not Pashus. They are not Pashus kila. Brahmanicha. So only Brahmana Shabda will remain. Pullinga Shabda only will remain. Because it is not a Pashu. Pashugane nasti, Brahmana Shabda. So Brahmanaha. Evam Kshetriyaha, Kshetriya, Kshetriyaha, Ichadi. Some are males. Kshetriya means warrior class. In the jati, 4 jatis, Kshetriya means warrior class. Kshetriyascha, Kshetriyascha. So, only male will remain. Kshetriyaha. Here also, for Kshetriya Shabda also, in feminine gender, Bahuvachanam is same thing. That is why here also, Kshetriyaha ime we have to use. Another interesting thing is, here we have said Sangheshu, Gramya Pashu Sangheshu. Suppose that Sangheshu word is not there, what will happen? You may take even 2, 1 cow and 1 ox, 1 aja and 1 aja. To prevent that, he told Sangheshu, because Sangha will not contain only 2, Sangha will contain more than 2. So if it is only 2, for example, cow and one cow and one ox. So gauscha. As we also know that go shabdaha, it has got ubhayalingatvam. Even though it is studied in Pullinga Patha, it has got ubhayalingatvam. So first gauscha is cow, second gauscha is ox. Then what will happen in the samasa? Only two are combined here. So puman will remain. Stri will not remain. So here, etau gavau charataha is the example given. Etau it is taken in the Pullinga. Because go shabda is both in both lingas and gavau is dvivachanam, ekaseshatvam. To declare it is ekasesha, we have to use etau. Etau gavau charataha. Because it has got only two members, the male member only will remain. It is male member to signify that etau is used. Another important thing is ataruneshu ichuktam. Ataruna. Not younger. That means you are not supposed to take a calf, for example. Ataruneshu eshaha niyamaha nasti. Stri eva sishyate puman nivartate iti. That niyama is not there. Udaharanam. Vatsaha, vatsaha, vatsa, vatsacha. Vatsaha means male calf. Vatsa means female calf. When you combine them in one samasa, what will happen? Because they are all taruna. So only puman will remain. So vatsaha ime. Here also vatsa shabdaha, plural number vatsaha. Feminine gender vatsa shabdasyapi, plural number vatsaha. That is why vatsaha ime. Ime is the word we have used as the anuprayoga to signify that we have taken only males. Vatsaha ime. Varkara shabdaha. Varkara shabda is taruna meshaha. Small goat. Varkaraha. Here also Varkaraha, small goat. Varkara, small she goat. When you combine in a single samasa, only masculine gender will remain, feminine gender will be reverting back. So Varkaraha ime. Here there is one Vartika. That is also equally important. Aneka sefeshviti vaktavyam. This rule will be applied, that is, Stri will remain and Puman will revert. This rule will be applicable only in the case of the Gramya Pashus, they are having only one shafa. What is shafa? In English we say hoof. H-O-O-F. Hoof. Certain animals, in the hoof is the lower part of the foot of cows, oxen, etc., etc. It will be divided into two. Gittalu. Telugu. But we want English here.
Of course.
Okay. Animals like asses. Asses are your horses. They have got only single hoof. Here what does he say? Aneka sefeshviti vaktavyam. That is, in the domestic animals having more than one shafa, only in that case this rule is applicable. So when you take Ashwa, It has got a single hoof. It is said that an animals having single hoof will run faster. Animals having divided hoofs will not be able to run faster. That is the advantage of having a single hoof. Horse will run, whereas cows cannot run like that. So, when you take Ashwajati, Gramya Pashu, Ashwa also Gramya Pashu, tendered in villages. So, here only Puman will remain. Ashwascha, Ashvacha, Ashwascha, so on and so forth. Here also Ashwa Shabdaha, Strilinge Ashwa Bhavati. So here only Pullinga Shabda will remain because it is having a single hoof. Ashwaha ime. Ashwaha means female horses as well as male horses. Now we will take another sutra. Now with this we have ended the second pada. We have to go to third pada. Because we have got some time, we will take the first sutra in the third pada. Bhuvadayo dhatavaha. I have not written here for want of space. Bhuvadayo dhatavaha. We will divide the sandhi. Bhuvadayaha dhatavaha. This is a dhatu sanya sutram. What is a dhatu? We are already familiar with this word. We have, in examples, we have taken so many dhatus and so many pratyayas and dhatus, kriyapadani, etc., etc. So a dhatu is the root of the verbal form. In fact, this dhatu shabda, if you take the vyutpatti artha, dha means to maintain, to sustain. Tudhai dharana poshana yoho. Dha is a dhatu. On that dhatu shabda, dha dhatuhu, if you add tun prachaya, dhatu, that means it sustains the words. It maintains the words. It creates the words. So, all the words, verbal words especially, they are created by dhatus. We have suffixed some pratyayas and dhatus, and the verbal forms have been formed. For example, patati. Pat is a dhatu. Patati is Partamana kala of pat. He reads or she reads. So here is a dhatu sanya sutram. What are the dhatus? Bhuvadayaha. If you divide them, it is single word, but it is a samasa. Bhuvadayaha. Here, Adi Shabda, we can take in two ways. Adi means this is the first word of the Gana. Or Adi means in this manner. Prakaravachi. Adi Shabdaha Prakaravachi. Bhu Va iti prakarena ye shabdaha vartante te dhatavaha iti uchyante. We have got a dhatu patha authored by many grammarians, but the latest dhatu patha authored by Panini, it is taken to be most standard. There he has given all the dhatus appearing in the language, more than 2100. So, what are these dhatus? How do you define dhatus? Bhu va adayaha. Bhu sabdaha, va sabdaha. Both of them in the dhatu gana. So, bhu वा इति प्रकारेण, वा इति प्रकारेण. Why this is informed like this? Bhu shabdah is the first word of the dhatu gana. Bhu sattayam. He could have said bhu adayah. Then it becomes vadayah. So instead of telling that, he has added va also. Va also is a dhatu added in that gana. So bhu shabdah va iti prakarena yesham arthaha bhavanti te dhatavaha. So we will explain it in more detail in the next class. We will come to our refrain with Shanti Patha. Om sahanavavatu sahanau bhunaktu saha viryankaravavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शांति शांति शांति.